Welcome, guys!
Welcome, everybody!
Oh my goodness, we're so excited! We've seen what you've all been wearing. We've seen your amazing photos.
And we want more! Well, it's great to have you here, and we are more than excited actually to be here today, I think.
Yeah, it's a celebration.
My God, look at those, so many people on Twitch. This is amazing. Good God.
It's good, huh?
It's great. So, I think we're ready to start.
Yeah.
Shall we?
Yeah, take it away, Maestro.
Take it away, Maestro. Great. So, tonight, what's going to be happening? We have a lot of things actually prepared for you. We, of course, will be slowly and incrementally going through the awards we have prepared for the winners of WorldEmber, which is
so many awards!
So many awards indeed.
They've been coming in through the post, and every time I open a package, I'm like, oh, things!
Yes.
It's so exciting.
Yes, that's very true. And we will also be awarding the Masters Monthly Award.
Yep.
And Janet will be doing...
It's been a close one.
Yeah, it has been a very...
I was reading them today, and I was like, oh... I want them all to win. I want them all to win.
We also have some actually special awards we're going to give around the website. Some for people who contribute to the community. Some for people who were here with us from the start. So today is not just a celebration for WorldEmber. It's a celebration for the 3 months of World Anvil in many ways. The beginning of what we hope to be quite a big journey, hopefully.
All the celebrations!
Yay! So,
Thing.
I hope you all wear your nice suits. I forgot to wear my suit. Take it from here. I have to wear my suit. Give me a second.
He's getting naked, people. It's good. You can't see it, but I can see it. And it's good. I stole your tie.
I noticed.
I wanted to be black tie, you see. So
Here you are. All done now.
Very serious. Very serious, my dear. Are we in for a serious podcast tonight?
We're going to be talking about actually what's going to be happening, what happened last week, what's going to happen next week, as always. Just a very quick one and a very important one, I think, this time around. And finally, if I remember correctly...
Finally?
Well, not finally.
There's more than that.
We have way more than that. If you don't already know it, throughout the whole time, we'll be giving some special prizes and gifts that we want to give to some of our people here.
Yeah, we want to spread the love, and we've got some sort of honourable gifts that we'd like to give to people, and we've got some fun raffle gifts that we want to give to all of you. So we'll be doing some raffles as well throughout the podcast. We've got 8 of them, don't we?
Yes, I think.
8 raffles.
Yes.
That's a lot of moolah.
Just to be clear, if you want to take part in the raffle, all you need to do is just say hi or anything on the chat. As long as you do that, then you'll actually be in the list to actually...
Yeah, if you make a chat comment or anything, you will be an active user, and you will therefore be... help. How do you say?
What you're trying to say?
Eligible for the raffle.
And bachelor, possibly. Or bachelorette. Don't know. Right?
Maybe.
Don't listen. Right, let's start.
Hey, you forgot the most important thing.
Oh yes.
You forgot the celebration thing.
Yes. Janet says celebration thing, but she actually means she wants to get drunk a bit today. So...
We've been talking about making a drinking game for these live streams, so every time Dimitri says actually, or...
What did you expect to happen?
I did not know it would make such a loud noise.
Yeah, your wife?
Holy moly. Thank you, my love. Do you want some too? No, you gotta tip the glass. Barbarian. Bar. I completely lost my train of thought now. Gosh! Holy moly!
She's scared to death.
Oh god! Oh god! Oh, my brain is gone! It's gone!
Okay, so, I think we should start. Slowly, right? Janet, are you okay? Are you going to be able to handle this?
I'm gonna be fine.
Excellent! So, let's begin by discussing a bit actually about the fact that during the last month Gold Anvil has been talking. Come closer, you're on top of the things. Yes, great.
I am one with the logos. No,
Yes,
sorry.
we've made some new friends, and I would like to actually talk about them a bit and to discuss a bit with you actually what's going to happen as well. Before we start talking about our new friends, I would like to talk about our old friends. In fact, our first friends in WorldEmber and in World Anvil, our first sponsors, that will be Tabletop Loot.
What?
Which we were very happy and very lucky that they supported us during the first steps we've made as a website back in December.
Yeah, they've been amazing. They made like really encouraging noises, and then they sponsored WorldEmber for us.
Exactly, and we'll be having some nice gifts coming from them to the winners of the competition, which is amazing.
Yeah, we're really excited about them.
Also, for all of you here, if you haven't actually, if you were hiding in a hole or something like that and you haven't seen it,
Don't hide in a hole.
Tabletop Loot is actually doing a celebratory for WorldEmber discount throughout the whole of the weekend.
For the weekend.
Yes. Essentially, you're getting 25% off, which is quite a good amount, I think.
Yeah.
Great amount, actually. 25% off, like 1/4 off.
That's
If you put the code WorldEmber at any of your purchases, and they have
WorldEmber!
some freaking amazing dice. I actually would love to have some of those ghost dice. They have like the shine in darkness. That's
they've got
amazing.
such pretty things.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff we're giving away, we actually want to keep.
Yes, but we won't.
We might. No, we won't.
So, let's continue with our friends actually.
Tell us about our new friends.
Yes. So, during the last month, we've been actually in talk with two amazing people. That's Power VTT and Dungeon Fog. They are friends of world builders and friends of role players, as we are as well. Of course, they're doing completely different things than we do.
Tell us a bit about what they do.
Well, Power VTT is, as the name essentially implies, a virtual tabletop. It's, again, as us and one-man band when it comes to development. And he's an amazing dude. You really have to meet him, and we will soon actually get to know a bit more about him as well. And Dungeon Fog is actually a company that's out in Austria. And I have actually backed them up way back, like 6 months ago, something like that, when they had the Kickstarter, because I saw the product and it was like beautiful. Essentially, it's a system that allows you to create maps, like dungeon maps and any kind of map actually, and it has a beautiful system for lighting that will allow you to bring it to life essentially when you're playing on a tabletop or you're playing essentially over online.
Very cool.
So what I wanted to say is that we have started talking with all three of us, and we will soon actually be integrating our services. So people who use Power VTT will be able to import and export maps from World Anvil,
Nice.
and also get information for their games while they're playing. And the same thing will happen, for example, with Dungeon Fog as well, which I'm really excited about. So we can actually be able to, I'm saying a lot of actually, thank God we haven't done this.
Drink up, guys!
drinking game, yeah. So with Dungeon Fog, sorry to come back to that, you'll be able to import your maps from Dungeon Fog, but also export information from World Anvil into your maps as well.
Sure, so there's going to be...
characters and NPCs and things like that, and locations.
Sure, exactly. They're gonna be integratable. You're going to be able to integrate your whole campaign
exactly.
situation.
And that's the whole idea. That we'll actually try a lot of actually again.
Actually.
Actually. It's a major problem. So yes, that's pretty much with our friends, and I think that you will soon discover actually that they also helped a lot during this time of celebration, and we'll see some of them actually giving us some gifts around here, I think.
Yes, there may be some things in the raffle
Maybe.
from our new friends, LOEDD and Dungeon Fog, so we will have to wait and see those. But, going on! What happens next?
Well, the next thing we do is actually our first raffle.
First raffle, guys! Remember, if you have not yet said something, now is the time. Say something in the comments, and you will be eligible for the raffle.
So, the first thing that we're going to be giving away is a 12 months membership to World Anvil.
Yeah.
If you're already a member of World Anvil, then we have something to exchange it for. If you're not a member of World Anvil, then you're going to be having a 12 months membership. It's the first time we ever do that.
It's a member of the guild, that is. So
What did I say?
You just said a membership.
Sorry, yeah, it's a guild membership essentially.
At master's level?
At apprentices level.
Apprentice level,
Well,
yeah.
Which is the same thing with journeyman, but the difference is that actually it's like given from us. Essentially.
Sure, yeah.
That's the difference. So, are we ready for the first winner of the day?
Do it, press the button.
First winner of the day is going to be Adama!
Yay!
Adama, I don't think you can actually get another membership.
Unfortunately, you have one already.
So we're going to give you...
Yes.
We're gonna give you a handmade dragon's egg pouch, which is freaking amazing. It's done by our friend in Sweden, Sonia, and she's an amazing designer, and she does this amazing... Show it directly, guys.
So basically, this when it closes like this, and it has dice in it, it sits like an egg. It's weighted at the bottom, which is absolutely gorgeous. It's hand crocheted, and it's beautifully lined as well, so that the dice don't cause the thing to stretch out. I got one for Dimitri as a present, and every time he picks it up, he looks like he wants to sit on it and hatch it out. So
it looks
we
amazing
thought that this would be amazing as a prize, and there you are. It's also got little dice on the end of its strings, so you remember what's inside. Isn't that awesome? Yay! So congratulations
Congratulations
Admiral,
for that.
for your new dragon egg.
More is coming. So this is for Adama. Let's
That's
remember
for
that. Great. What's next?
You got the thing. I'm writing notes.
Oh yes. So, throughout the time since we started, there were many people who actually helped us, and we want to give something back to them. I think that, especially for people in this community that really contribute and help, it's an important thing to give something in return.
Yeah. It's like a recognition, basically.
Exactly. For this reason, tonight we'll be giving five, right? 5 honorary memberships to the guild, which is in addition, of course, to the apprenticeships, but this is essentially in recognition of what they've done for the community, either at large or in the Woldambi community. The first one we would like to give today is to a very special individual, terminally nerdy,
Woo!
who found us actually in the very beginning, when we first started actually Anvil, and we were all freaking out and saying nobody will know our name, we cannot find anybody
We're
to
just
actually...
doing this for ourselves.
Yes, and he came to us and he was so friendly and he showed us all the love in the world, and he continuously actually retweeted and talked about us to his friends. He introduced us to Tabletop Loot.
Yeah.
For example. So, Terminally Nerdy, I think you're here. I can see you.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you very much for everything. I think that comes from both of us saying that that was a huge contribution and a huge help, and we appreciate it immensely. And yes, pretty much it.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
You will be enjoying essentially an honorary membership to the guild. That means that you're going to have guild privileges in the website, and of course in the chat as well. So thank you very much once again. So, next step. Oh yes, our next member.
We've got another honorary membership to award.
Yes. And the next honorary membership to award is somebody who actually already has it on the website, on the chat. And of course everybody knows him because he's our resident grumpy man. That we love him very much, though. The winner of our first also monthly challenge. That's Heyman. Heyman, thank you very much for your contributions in the community. Thank you very much for everything you've done so far and for bringing essentially some sanity or insanity to
both
chat rooms so far. So yeah, congratulations to Heyman as well. I think that he's currently asleep. He was shouting before that he was actually trying to sleep and we woke him up. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, that thing happens, I guess.
So hurrah Terminally Nerdy and hurrah Heyman! Yay! Woo!
What's next?
What's next?
We have another raffle?
We've got another raffle.
We have another raffle.
I told you we had so many raffles.
Yes,
We've got so many raffles, guys. We've got so much stuff to give away.
Right. Next raffle then.
We're going to try again to give away our WorldEmber apprenticeship, since the first person we tried to give it to already was a master.
The next one is to Night Newt
82.
Who is Night Newt 82? Are you a member? Are you a guild member? Are you not a guild member?
Night Newt is definitely there. Night
Yes.
Newt, are you a guild member? Night Newt is sleeping.
No.
It is me. Yes, it is you.
We
I
know
am
it
Matthew.
is you. Congratulations, Matthew. Are you a guild member, Matthew?
I am.
You are? Well, if you are,
He's already a master.
then
In that case, we have another secret prize for you.
you get an egg.
The dragon has been hard at work laying.
So you get an egg.
Also has a beautiful egg. This one's in lavender and it's got extra dice on the doodles. Isn't that awesome? So yeah. Oh my god, I'm so jealous. Take it. Take it
I'll
away.
give you another one.
Take it
So
away.
this is for Matthew. Matthew, please come on Discord and talk to us so we know who you are
And where to send your
and where to
new
send
egg.
the gift. Exactly. Same thing goes for you, Adema, but I know you are on Discord, so you know.
We can find you. Night Newt. That is a good name. It pleaseth me. Yes, exactly. You get an egg and you get an egg. And you
Everybody
get an egg.
gets an egg.
So the eggs, by the way, are available on Etsy, since somebody has asked where they can buy them, and I will find you the link for that later, because our friend makes them, and she is amazing. She's also a writer and a general good egg
She
herself.
actually has a book released, although it's in Greek, but she's also a writer.
She's written a book in Greek, but she
Yeah.
also writes in English, for which I'm her editor.
Yeah, but the book is not named, that's what I'm
No.
saying. Yeah. Great. So, okay. More talking from me then.
Yay!
What happened last week, apparently? So,
What happened next week, Dmitri?
last week,
Yeah.
we finished with the community update at last.
Ooh.
And we had a lot of updates happening on the website, several enhancements happening here, there, and everywhere.
Enhancements, you say?
Janet,
And you're just
behave.
curious. What? All I asked was about the enhancements.
Oh, wife. So, last week we've done some cool stuff. We've allowed you to show or not show maps on the homepage. We made the homepage headers bigger. We've managed to allow you to order your golds if you have many in your profiles,
Oh,
everyone
that's
else. We have added the physical description and physical conditions, actually, that was renamed coming from Knighthood. We allowed you to show or not the name of the author underneath the article title. That's actually for people who have co-authors,
Co-authors,
essentially, and they want
nice.
to advertise, which is great, I think, as an idea. What's that? We've added value and price to vehicles. We added significance to items, so you can actually, link them to.
Significant.
I am not an item. I'm a character.
You might.
Thank you. So
Bits of your items.
we've added search for mobile devices. We allowed you to hide a table of contents if you want to. We've allowed you to mass edit by what?
Select
Oh.
by clicking on the title
Yeah,
of the
it's
article.
okay. Yeah. So we have
More baby code buttons.
BB code, not baby code.
Baby code.
Mass edit unassigned category. So yeah, you can actually unassign categories massively now, or allow comments to your articles. We changed the ability to add population to the settlement, so it's not a numeric anymore, so it's a string. So you can actually say, for example, approximate 5,000 people that you couldn't
that's
do
cool.
before.
Yeah.
We sent out the newsletter.
Oh yeah, which I had to write.
We had to write together. Together?
Dimitri had just written a little paragraph like this, which said, "Mention these things," and I was like, "What do I do with this? What do I do with this?"
I contributed, alright? Okay. So we added settlement assets to settlements. We've actually solved the never-ending question of where do I put a god in the website.
Yay!
Now you can actually go underneath the character template and you're going to have essentially
We have
essentially.
We have solved the god complex.
Yes. So now you can actually go to a character template and make it a deity. So you can actually put all the information about domains and things like that, everything that you would need to actually create.
Richard Dawkins would be proud.
Yes. The good particle, that's true. So
this is, by the way, Dimitri is reading to you from the book of Trello, in case you wondered where these chapters came from.
So we've added famous quotes for characters, family ties, contacts. We've actually added maps to our organizations. So for people who wanted to create essentially nations account, you can actually attach a map of the country on the organization.
Nice.
But
also, like, for example, if you had a secret society, which was an organization, you could have a map of all the outposts.
That's an interesting idea. Haven't thought about that. Yeah, you have the brains, I know. We can also now have added virtues and strengths into characters.
I would like added virtues and strengths.
Yes.
Can I have some, please?
I don't think you'll ever have more virtues and strengths than you have right now, my love. Oh. You have reached your maximum level.
Oh.
We've added demographics and population to organizations. So they can actually be used more for countries and things like that. We've added alternative named organizations. We've added resolution.
What kind of alternative names?
Well, if you...
Like insults?
No, sweetie. It's like if you have an organization that's called, for example, the USA, you can call it also, it's also known as the United States of America. America, for example, would be an alternative name as well.
My fatherland.
Oh yeah, Janet is half American, if you don't know that, by the way. And I have added some other secret stuff which I won't tell you about.
Secret things!
And of course I forgot about it, the most important thing of all.
Yes. Let me move this into my face.
Sorry.
No, don't apologise.
We now have CSS available for everybody in the guild, which necessarily means that we've seen some amazing work happening the last week from some people. Like
all the pretty things!
Like Admiral and Hephaestus and TJ and Arca and oh my god, there were so many. I'm pretty sure I'm forgetting half of them, but there are so many people that created beautiful. Isaac as well created beautiful themes, and all these people, I think for most of them, as far as I know, will actually be giving them also for free open to the people. So I will be creating a system that you don't have to write your own CSS. You can just choose from one that is already created and people can actually use it on their own worlds. So we kind of solved the themes issue already, kind of thing.
You also solved that loading thing, but maybe you don't want to talk about that.
The what thing?
You know, the thing that was making the website really slow.
Oh yeah, that was before the thing actually. No, that was before the week. But yeah, we fixed that as well, which was great.
Dimitri was just walking around in circles going, it's broken, it's broken. I don't know why it's broken.
Yes.
Why is it broken?
Essentially,
I don't know why it's broken.
Essentially, when you were going to the organization template, the whole website was going to a grinding halt, and I was terrified. I was saying, "Oh my god, I've created so many connections, it will never work again." But actually, no, it was good.
Fixed it.
We fixed it.
By we, I mean Dimitri fixed it while I stroked his head and told him everything was going to be fine.
And brought me tea.
Brought you tea.
Yes, because it was very nice of you. So yes, that's what happened last week.
So what's going to happen this week, Batfiend?
Oh, my dearest Catwoman. Next
Let's
week...
talk about the most exciting thing, about the February thing. The February thing, that's the February thing.
The February thing is the thing we want to talk about now.
Yeah, February thing.
The February thing is the RPG update.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Cool alert, cool alert. Whoop, 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 whoop.
So far, WorldEmber was all about world building. And we've added a bit of community so people can actually communicate and talk about with each other and communicate ideas and thoughts with each other. But we always knew this would come. I mean, I know, I'm not fooling myself. I know that a very big amount of the community is actually world builders. But most of them will be world builders for role-playing. So we wanted to help you out and add something that will allow you to build your worlds, keep your worlds intact, and also play. Because play is fun.
Yay!
And fun is the best way of actually creating things, right?
Yes.
So, World RPG feature update thing. Thing.
Wait, what he's trying to say is February is RPG month. Yay!
That's the thing that it is actually. That's very true. So, what is going to happen? It's not the full list, but it's quite a significant part of the list, just to be clear. It's not the full list because I'm still working on it and I will be working on it tomorrow as well, and Monday I will start in big building. But for now, let me give you an idea of what's happening or start to happen. You are going to be able to have players join your world. And by joining your world, I mean that you will be able to start a new campaign, and you will be able to assign players to that campaign. The players will be able to have their own journals and keep histories of their characters, and they will also be able to contribute in some ways into essentially creating the world. I won't say more about that because actually that will be developed as a feature, but they will have access to insert stuff into your articles, not direct access to write your articles or see actually some of the articles, but they will be able to kind of, how do you call that, interact with the world in many ways. They will have access to the character sheets, which means essentially we're going to have character sheets. Sorry, yeah, that's an important one. You will be able to create character sheets for your world, and these will be attached into your character profiles.
I guess they're going to be one-size-fits-all kind of character sheet, aren't they?
No, actually you will be able to, we will be creating, and we will allow people later on to create their own character sheets.
Okay.
So you will be able, for example, to have a character that has a character sheet for D&D 5th edition, a Pathfinder, and whatever else you want to have essentially.
Sure.
So one character, multiple character sheets of whatever system you want.
Nice.
You're going to be able to create tables, and that actually I think is an important one, and I will explain why. First of all, tables will be an entity separate with everything else. You will be able to go there and create a table that will be written using comma-separated format, or Jason will discuss about how this is going to happen. But in addition to that, you will be able to create tables that you will be able to use as random generators.
Nice.
So you can create, for example, a table of events or something like that, and you can actually just use the table and roll, and that will automatically give you the result of the table, essentially.
Can I help you seed some of the things?
Well, we will create some as WorldEmber, but we'll allow also people to actually use their own tables and create some of them.
We need some with mammoths, because mammoths are furry.
Is that a random encounter?
It could be a hat.
It could be a hat.
Why is it not a hat? Could be a hat.
It could be a hat, it's true. What else? We will also have character sheets for NPCs, for items. You're going to be able to create, as I said already, a campaign, and within a campaign you'll be able to create sessions. For each session, you will be able to have a kind of like a chalkboard kind of thing, not chalkboard, sorry, like a corkboard, to pin articles and ideas and thoughts and notes that you want to have there. But you will also have a stream of notes that you will be able to have. So imagine that as a game master, you will be able to sit there and start your session. And this is not a session that we were playing necessarily online. This is actually to play on, like behind your screen while you're playing with your friends around the table. But consider it to be like a digital screen in many ways. What did you do, woman?
I'm just pressing buttons. Don't worry about me. Everything's fine.
So, you will be able to essentially start with this screen, and you have everything in front of you. You will be able to very quickly go through your world, possibly roll some dice, have access to the character sheets, this kind of thing. So essentially it's a very easy and interactive way to have access to the information here about your world and about your campaign quickly. And also to keep notes that you can use later on to what else? World build on your world, which I think is going to be an important thing, right?
Yeah, because every dungeon master has had the horrible experience of someone being like, what's this NPC called? And you're like, Egbert von Humperdinck! And then later you're like, shit, what was he called? What was he called? Because they're going to ask me next session, and I've got no idea. Or, like, what's the name of the thing? Or did I say it was left and then right through the forest to the magical pot of unicorn turds? Or right and then left, because it's gone now.
So by adding notes, essentially that would make it much easier, and you can actually go back to them. In addition to that, I think that it would be a good idea to have kind of like a widget that will allow you to create for you random names, or have at least a database of names you can actually just assign on the spot. So when you actually being asked, how is that guy called? And you always have that weird player that always asks, what's the name of the random salesman of cabbages in the corner of the street? And you say, well,
cabbages!
And I don't know, like, Heyman.
Yeah, we had Boris and Scorus at one point because Dimitri got particularly unimaginative. We had Boris, Scorus, Doris and Bloris, I think, in that campaign, and Bloris and Doris just bit it.
In the current campaign I'm playing with Nondas, I'm actually having a guy called Boris, who is...
Again, another Boris.
He's a bandit that he actually come with us, and you know, he's Boris the bandit. And we
that
also
you
have...
out-bandited the bandits and then recruited him.
Yes, and we also have a mule called San Reginald, which is amazing. I love San Reginald. He's my favorite thing in the world. What else?
I named St. Reginald before I bug it off.
Yes, I know. And essentially, more things will be coming. I won't discuss them, but I think that's going to be a very good start. And I can tell you right now that the RPG update and the RPG in general will be quite a lively part of the website from now on. Like, we will be seeing updates coming up quite constantly about this. But now it's going to be like a new tab on the website, the campaign manager. If you have any questions, guys, please write question and then the question, and I will try to answer them a bit later on as we progress. If we do not answer the questions right now because we haven't seen them, because you are kind of too many at this point right now, which is amazing.
You're not too many, you are legion, and that is good.
Yes.
You are the right amount of many.
Yes.
Don't let him many shame you. Go on.
I'm not trying to do anything like that, honey. Anyway, so, as I was saying, what was I saying? I was saying stuff. Oh yes, if you have questions, please ask here or in Discord later, and I will try to answer them.
Yes.
That's pretty much it, I guess.
Do you know what it's time for?
Is it the raffle?
It's time for another raffle where we try and give somebody an apprenticeship, but all of our members are here today, so the odds are not in our favour. Let's try again!
Let's try for
Are you
a
ready
raffle.
for an apprenticeship or other secret thing which you don't know what it is?
We have a fanfare?
Yes! I found my kazoo. Do you want to play the tambourine?
No. Play the kazoo.
I've got a kazoo and a tambourine.
So, and the winner is... Davos Fidelius!
That is a damned
Congratulations!
fine name, my friend.
Who is that person? And are you a member of the guild?
Where are you, damnus?
Fidelius?
Thar bist du? Thar ben je?
Is he asleep? Did he leave us?
He's gone.
Oh no! No, that's one. Where are you, Damus Fidelius? We miss you!
Holy moly, think he's gone.
Okay, what are we going to do in this I'll say what. We're going to wait for 5 minutes.
Yes.
If he arrives, he will be taking his prize. If he doesn't arrive, we're going to be re-rolling for this prize. Sounds fair?
Sounds fair to me.
Fair, guys? Somebody heard a cat. Right. Next.
What happens next?
Right. Yes.
Yeah, so we've had a lot of new members since January, which has been awesome. So we thought that maybe we'd tell you a little bit about WorldEmber and what it was.
Actually, it's about WorldEmber. Or WorldEmber. Yeah, actually, WorldEmber.
There's WorldEmber there.
Yeah,
on the
true.
notes.
That's very true, I'm sure,
Yes.
Kenny. So, talk about it. I'm going to just sit here like a legend man. A leisurely legend man.
And what, sorry?
A legend man.
You're sure?
Yes.
Is this your final answer?
No.
Okay, excellent. You think on that. So, WorldEmber started because we'd done November. By done November, I mean November was the first month we were live and we didn't even start on the 1st of November. And things were going really well and stuff was happening and we were building a website and everything was nice. We had
some new friends as
awesome
well.
new members. And then Dimitri was like, what if we did like a competition? And I was like, well, what kind of competition? He was like, I don't know, like what would get people world building? And I was like, because I've failed to do NaNoWriMo every year because I can't finish anything ever. Can't finish anything ever. It is Prosecco, by the way, for those who wonder. Prosecco. I don't think that is more. So yeah, basically, as somebody who had failed to do NaNoWriMo, I thought, well, why don't we have something similar that's just for world building? Because my problem with NaNoWriMo always is that I try and write a novel, and then I don't do any world building in advance. I get halfway through, and I'm like, wait, who are these people, and what is their culture, and where do they live, and where are they going, and what are they doing? And you know, what's the history and all of this stuff, and that's all the world building stuff. So we thought, why don't we do a kind of NaNoWriMo, basically?
And that was the beginning.
And that was the beginning.
And it was interesting because when I first bounced the idea with some of our first members, specifically, actually, I remember that I was discussing that with I'm stuck. Help me. James, thank you. I was discussing with James, and we're saying, you know what? There won't be so many people. It's just the beginning. Nobody will actually take part, of course. I mean, it's fine.
Yeah, we were thinking like, oh, well, if Dimitri finishes, and I finish, and like maybe James finishes, there'll be 3 of us. That's going to be really fun.
And we wanted to say, for example, we're going to be a very small amount of people that will take like 6,000 awards. I'm going to get the badge. I'm going to be very rare badge because you know what, that would be a nice thing to hear for the, like a memorabilia from the first year of the website.
From
kind
the
of thing.
dinosaurs, you know.
Yes, and well, it didn't actually go like that, did it?
And then
we actually had 1,000 people competing.
Yeah, the scatter hit the fan, basically.
And the 3 people that maybe be taking the 6,000 awards became 170. And we had some people...
Do you remember we were like, oh, 2,000 words, 2,000 words, that's... No, 6,000 words, that's going to be loads. Like, that's so much. And then...
We have 7 people...
The third day, people were like, 7,000 words, 8,000 words, 10,000 words, 12,000 words. We were like, wait, what's happening? How?
So we kind of managed to get about 7 people who actually finished NaNoWriMo during WorldEmber.
Yeah, so they did a NaNoWriMo equivalent.
Which essentially means that they wrote more than 50,000 words.
Of world building.
And if you think that's a lot, I'll tell you that. The first 2 people, of them, whoever they may be, have more than 140,000 words.
That's almost 3 times NaNoWriMo.
That's almost 3. And I can tell you right now that the first one actually has more than 150,000 words.
So, we called this the Novel Achievement Award. And you'll be hearing more about that later.
Actually, the Novel Achievement Award was 50,000 words.
Yeah, so we thought, okay, well, NaNoWriMo is 50,000 words, so let's make that the Novel Achievement. There's
7 of them.
Seven people wrote a novel
on
our website.
Which was quite awesome.
That's awesome!
I can give you their names now.
Gives us a little warm, glowy feeling to feel that, doesn't it?
So,
We made people write a novel.
Should I give their names now? No, I won't give you their names now.
No, it's not time. Is it time?
Well, it's not about time. It's about actually we'll be revealing who's the winner of the most awards.
That happens there, but you need to do this still.
Well, we're discussing about that, but I don't want to give the Nobel Award because if I give the Nobel Award, people will know who the winner is. So let's do first the winner, and then we can do the Nobel Award. Or should I go from 7 to 1?
You do whatever you would like.
Let's give one from 7 to 1.
At number 7!
At number 7, with 50,205 words...
That's a lot of work, my friend.
...is Crystalline and Sanjana. Congratulations, you will be getting one of the rarest badges
on the WorldEmber site.
On the WorldEmber website. WorldEmber in general, which is going to be the WorldEmber 2017 Novel Achievement Award.
Nice job. At number 6! I'm poised. Poised with the kazoo. Poised, I tell you. That's the award, by the way. Up there. I think a lot of
at number 6,
my head.
with 50,670 words. HK Urban.
Woo!
Amazing work.
Nice job, man.
At
really
number 5.
5.
With 51,173 words. Androcles.
Woo!
Congratulations.
Good
really
name
good.
there. Fine tradition of naming. Very good. Well done.
Now we're going in dangerous territory.
At number 4.
With 58,608 words. I Machine It.
Woo! Nice job. I'm mashing it. All right, guys, we are down to the top 3. This is the Titans, the Titan threesome, as it shall henceforth be known. Yes, this is the Titan menage a trois.
Okay then.
Read out the towering number.
On the 3rd place of the competition and the winner of the 3rd place with 59.
3rd place gets a prize, by the way.
Yes. With 59,899 words. Admiral Venerator. Woo! Congratulations, Admiral. You will be getting one of my favorite books. Fantasy Arts and RPG Maps. Amazing book. And if you have it already, there is actually an alternative already, which is a good one as well.
Even if you're not a map maker, that is a fantastic book. It's really...
to get you started working actually and learning a lot about it.
Not only that, but it's really inspiring to start thinking you about geography and locations, even if you're not actually going to make maps. Like, it gets you thinking about how the world is put together and how that's represented. And that's interesting, even if you're not interested in making pretty maps. This, by the way, is a very pretty map. Alright, at number 2!
With no less than 140,721 words. What? What did they do wrong?
Try that one more time. 149,721 words.
Daddy Fatbeards!
Woo!
Congratulations, my good sir. You'll also be getting the same book, and a great congratulations from us, and of course the Novel Achievement Award as everybody else in that list as well.
Nice job. But our winner at number 1.
And finally, the winner of this challenge with 159,678 words, a whopping amount of 3 novels. Is Kitashi, which will be getting the first ever WorldEmber 2017 Most Words Written winner. And in addition to that, you will also be getting a $25 voucher from Tabletop Loot. You will be getting a 3 months premium membership in PowerVTT and an alpha version for Dungeon Folk, which will become a 12 months premium membership once they're out of beta. Cool stuff, right?
Congratulations, Kitashi, for your 3 novels and your massive pile of loot that you just accumulated. Nice job!
Massive loot is all the things!
Job.
Amazing amount of words. I mean, we were shocked. I was going through it and I was like, there's no way, there's some copying there. Like, there's nothing.
Yeah, we went through because we're like, somebody's just written like... donkeys are aliens.
But it was not the case. So congratulations, Kitashi. We know you're online. We'll be discussing with you and we'll be approaching you essentially to get you all the presents and everything like that.
Thank you. We will give you your gifts.
We will be sending your email to our sponsors. I'm pretty sure they won't be using it for any malicious purposes. We discussed that already with them.
Yes.
They will just
very
be
nice as well.
sending you stuff. And thank you very much once again, guys. Barbie, the Dungeon Folk, and of course Tabletop Loot. You're amazing, and we really appreciate everything you've done for us so far.
You'll never guess what it's time for.
What's the time for?
What is it always time for?
Is it the raffle time?
Another raffle, my dear!
Okay then, we have a raffle, and actually, have we found the winner of the previous raffle?
Damnus Fidelius, are you in the house?
Guys, can you tell us actually if Damnus Fidelius was actually here?
Damnus.
Okay, so he was not there, so we will be doing a double raffle!
Double raffle!
Double raffle it is then!
So this is a raffle, firstly, for the apprenticeship.
Then another apprenticeship.
Which we
apparently.
don't seem to be able to give away, even though a lot of people asked for it.
We want to give you apprenticeships, people! So, apprenticeship! First winner is Super Saiyan Solar!
What a friggin' name!
Woo! Congratulations! Are you here, Super Saiyan Solar?
Please be here. Please be here. Yay! He is
Yes!
here!
Congratulations!
Are you a member of the website already?
Are you a guild
already?
member?
Yay! Says of yays. He says of yays. He is not a member!
Yes! We did this! Congratulations, Super Saiyan Solar!
We knew it was so hard to give crap away! Welcome to the guild, Super Saiyan! I will add you to my secret list.
Once again, talk to us on Discord so we can actually give you the membership. Awesome stuff! And for the second part of this raffle, the winner!
What are we giving away now? A book!
No, we're giving the second...
The second apprenticeship!
The second apprenticeship!
Possibly can!
So, the second apprenticeship goes to... Mr. Legendary Ditch!
Legendardish.
That one! Are you here, mister? Yay! Are you a guild member?
Are you already a guild member? I am a Helviania.
You are! So, that
Buttery.
is...
That is not the plan, but congratulations, Helviania.
You will be getting... A book? A book?
Book. It's what all the chickens want. Book.
Do you like medieval stuff, Helvianir?
Are you medieval stuff? Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Then you will be getting... The Life in the Medieval City by Joseph and Francis Giles. This is, I think, the best book. And guys, take a look at this. If you're writing fantasy, this is an actual book about the history of medieval cities, but the amount of information that you will find in here to make your campaign so live and so filled with real stuff is amazing. So, Helena will be getting this book. We'll be sending it to you. Congratulations, it's a great book. And
we'll draw dinosaurs in it as well.
And we will sign it for you as well.
Dinosaurs.
Right. Write it down.
I write, I scribe.
So we have given so far one apprenticeship, 2 pouches, and a book. Great.
Dragon
Excellent.
Eggs.
Yes, sorry.
Dragon eggs.
I'm sorry.
It's time for another honorary award.
Oh yes, indeed. Our second honorary awards.
So just to fill anyone in who wasn't here at the beginning, our honorary awards are for our basically people who we think have been really significant in the community.
And at large, not
only our community, but the community of world building, essentially. And people who've really stood out to us, whatever that means, as people who are, really significant in the world building community and have done a lot to further the cause.
Exactly.
Basically.
They talked about world building and they made new people actually starting to build their
ambassadors, basically.
Yeah, build their own homebrew worlds and everything like that. So, I think that it goes without saying that one of the most important people in the world building community for some years now is an Irishman with an extremely amazing accent and a YouTube video that filled the lives of every world builder with excitement when he was actually putting up his videos.
Yeah.
And that is Artifaction. Artifaction, I know that you're probably not here, but...
we talked to him about it though.
Yes, of course, we talked to him about it already. Congratulations. Yes, of course we can get rid of the logos. Thank you very much for reminding me.
I'm a logo.
Here we are.
I am the word. Logos.
Artifaction will be getting an honorary membership to the Guild of WorldEmber because I think that these people like him, should...
They further the cause of world building and
Exactly.
we want them around and we want to do everything we can to show them our love and promote them in the best way that we can. And for us, that's giving them what we've got, which is access to our website. So there we go. Thank you, Artifexion, for being awesome.
Awesome.
And if you don't know him, check out
His
his YouTube channel. His name is Edgar, but he goes by Artifaxion, and he is awesome. Like,
and he also has a Patreon because actually he took the huge step lately to leave his work and commit himself 100% into world building and into doing videos, and we are proud to support him as well.
Amazing, and especially if you're interested in top-down world building, he's your guy. Like, he's the one. Go check his videos out. They're so clear, they're so beautifully made, and he's so charismatic about it.
Yes,
because he loves it so much, and like
exactly.
that comes through in the videos so nicely. They're so entertaining. So yeah, guys, check him out. He's amazing. Artifaxion.
Hello, Devon.
Really happy to have him. Hi, Devon. Nice to see you.
And the second award for this time around.
Oh, there's another one.
Yes, the second award.
Oh yeah.
We'll be going to a person who actually helped us a lot, but also helps the community at large. A guy from South Africa with an amazing accent and even better beard, who is currently actually in Japan. He just moved. That's why he cannot actually have internet, because the poor guy has to actually go to Tokyo down to essentially find internet in an internet cafe.
Yeah.
That is the great gem for whoever doesn't know him. I think that many of you came because of the video he did actually about many of the amazing things around the internet lately.
Yeah. And
once again, we will be giving him an honorary membership because he's amazing and he really essentially promotes.
He's great.
World
he
building
promotes
and
world
homebrewing.
building. He promotes homebrew. He promotes like just good play in general from both sides of the table. He's awesome.
Indeed.
Good egg. Good egg.
Dragon egg.
Dragon egg.
Indeed. Nice. Now,
Exciting.
next one will be our story. Very quickly, we want to discuss a bit actually how WorldEmber came to be. Because... What?
Because I can't finish anything.
Yes. So WorldEmber started at some point early last year, not early actually, early summer last year, when Janet came to me once again telling me, I don't think I will ever be able to finish this book.
Actually, I think the exact phrase was, will you write my book for me?
Yes. Which of course I answered no, because I cannot write nothing. So I said, I cannot write your book, but I can help you finish your book. So in order to actually help Janet finish her book, I started creating a small application that will allow her to keep her notes and make her hazardous world building a bit more structured.
Basically, so I'd end up with like a piece of paper here and like a gorgeous diagram of something there, and then something else, and then like half a species, and then like 3 words of power, and then like Dimitri would find some part of it in the bathroom, and he'd be like, Janet, what is this? And I'd be like, oh, I've been looking for that for a week and a half. That's my word shrine.
Exactly. And that was how I actually started building it. And then we went to holidays, like almost, it was... In Greece, September. And in September, while we were on holidays there, a friend of mine, Nondas, which I don't know if he's here or not.
Not touchy.
Not touchy. Essentially, I showed him what I was doing and said, oh, that's really cool, actually. Other people can actually use it. And I was saying, you think so? I said, yes, of course, there are many people actually can actually use it to do their world. So I kind of thought, you know what? That might be a good idea. So after working for about 2 months, almost 2 months actually after that, in October 25th, we went live. And it was mad.
Was it the 25th?
25th October, yeah.
Really? 25th?
Yes, it was my name day.
Holy moly.
And that day, 5 people joined. 5 people we already still remember their names. I remember their names actually. That was...
Nodachi.
Nodachi. It was Bianca. It was James. And it was Matthew.
And it was...
Oh, of course, Andy!
Andy!
Andy, Pathetic Barrel.
We love Andy.
No, sorry, not Pathetic Barrel, sorry. Second-Hand Samurai.
Second-Hand Samurai. You've seen him on our Twitters before, actually. He was the awesome one.
Yes, actually he joined on when Janet was not here, and he became Janet for a day, which was quite nice.
He was much better at being me than me.
We would like to actually offer them an honorary award, which is going to be the Ancient Award, It's a badge that will be added to your profile, showing that you are the most ancient old farts in the website, and you'll ever be
Venerable old farts.
ancient.
Thank you.
Stanky and ancient. So thank you very much for your support since day one. And
Yeah, thanks for being with us.
exactly.
Basically, just thanks for kicking the ball off and keeping us going. Guess what time it is, my love?
Do you know what time it is?
Do you know what time it is?
Everybody knows what time it is, right?
It's raffle time! Uh-huh. Right, guys. We are raffling another apprenticeship!
Is the apprenticeship now?
Yes.
Apprenticeship then?
In answer to someone's question from before, there is one more apprenticeship and it's coming. It's coming.
Right now, the winner of the next apprenticeship for WorldEmber is Seneschal 55.
Seneschal 55, your number is up.
Are you here, Seneschal 55?
Are you here? If you are here, please make noise. Yes!
Yay! Congratulations, Seneschal! Are you a guild member already?
I remember the days when we knew all of the guild members.
I remember the day.
It was 2 months ago.
It was less than 2 months ago. Yes! We did us in a row!
We did it!
Congratulations, Seneschal! Talk to us on Discord, and we'll be giving you 1 year apprenticeship to the WorldEmber Guild. Congratulations! And now, it is the time that you have all been waiting for. It's the time that my beautiful wife will transform in the most amazing bitch you've ever seen in your life, and will be giving you feedback for the Masters Challenge. Get ready to hold your pants because this is gonna be rough, as always.
So Dimitri says that I have to wear my glasses when I do these because I'm so mean that I have to have librarian glasses. But I'm not going to do that. Because I look like a moron in my glasses. Here we go. So, because this is a full podcast, I will give critique for everybody. That's what we agreed, isn't it?
Yes,
Not
for
loads
this
of
time.
critique, but just a little bit.
We decided that this is gonna be definitely the last time that we'll be giving critique to everyone online. We'll always give critique to everyone.
Yeah.
But because this time around we had 16 people,
Mm.
and we think it's gonna be growing, hopefully.
Mm.
If we go more than 15, 16 people, I think we'll be actually doing it offline from now on, at least for not the winners.
Yeah. So we'll send you something, but we'll only do critique of some of the entries, like the ones that the critique is most interesting for, or most sort of widely usable for,
Yes. Yeah.
or just for the highly commended ones.
So,
Yes,
without
I
further
remind me of my
ado,
English teacher as well. It's scary. Okay, so let's start. We're going to go in the order that they were submitted, because that is the order. Just to fill people in, this is a critique for the January Masters Monthly Challenge. Now, the Masters Monthly is a perk of our patrons. This is essentially week by week they get an editorial, they get a competition, they get an article about world building, and a featured artist. I think our featured artist this month is going to be Devon Rue, which I'm super excited about. Yes, I'm a little bit starstruck, and I'm going to be interviewing her, and it's going to be super exciting. Anyway, so our challenge...
oh my god, I just saw Verti on the photos.
Oh, he's so handsome!
You look so super cute, Verti. Sorry.
Can I
Continue.
just say, you all look so handsome on your pictures. Like, holy moly.
That's Heyman.
Is that? Oh, Heyman. Oh, Heyman.
Sorry. Guys, by the way, you should know that right now on Discord there is a new channel called WorldEmber Black Tie Pics. So please go check them out. And also submit your own photos. We would love to see you actually dressed up for the event as well. So, sorry, my love.
No, it was helpful because I was looking for something. So, the Masters Monthly Challenge was, in honour of great Isaac Asimov's birthday, we'd like to hear about a great discovery, some leap in science, technology, magic, or your world's equivalent, which changed the lives of your sentient beings. This may be the discovery of a new metal, which prompted anything from the beginning of the Iron Age to the development of deep space travel, the creation of a new weapon, flintlocks or lasers, or a discovery of great medical importance. a smallpox vaccine, or the fountain of youth. Let your mind run wild, explore the depth of your world, and tell us about the great discoveries, developments, or accidents which changed your world. So, we had 16 absolutely amazing entries. They were all completely different, which always makes me happy, because it means that you guys are being really creative and original. So, thank you. There's nothing worse than, I've never had it from WorldEmber, but from other things. I've, read text that looks like other text that looks like third text, because people aren't being original. And you guys, I've never had that problem for the WorldEmber.
It's a huge problem, though, to actually find the winner. That was the problem.
Oh my goodness, every entry I read. So this time I decided, as an experiment, I would read all the entries out to Dimitri. And Dimitri was like laughing and crying and rolling around and like craning his head over the computer so he could see what was going to happen next. He was so engaged.
It was really,
for
really
me,
amazing.
An engaged reader means good writing. That's it. That's all you need. That's the base mark. If you've engaged your reader, everything else is great. Fine, whatever. That's extra. But if you've engaged a reader, then you've done your job. And everyone engaged me and everyone engaged Dimitri. So really nice job. So going through these, TJ Truin, your writing is so good. I can't wait to see you step away from tropes. You write so beautifully. You write so creatively. Your writing is so fluid. And every now and then I read something and I'm like, oh, this is just a touch tropey. Now, if you don't know what tropes are, look them up, but I'm sure you do because you're clearly a very intelligent individual. Your first steps into sci-fi were really solid and really well-founded, though, I have to say that. I'd love to hear a bit more detail. I'd love to hear, for example, how was the tech that you created? He wrote an article about faster in light travel. How was it disseminated? Was it sold? Was it traded? Or was it kept secret? Was it hoarded? Was it kept as an advantage to the people who created it? And what other kind of advantages did the society who created this get? The CSS theme was friggin' gorgeous. So all of our members, go check out his article just for the CSS theme alone. It is beautiful. And really nice job. Really beautiful, flavourful article. Good job. Next up we had Vertixico. My god. I had an anvilgasm. It was amazing. The article takes the kind of approach that's parallel to Isaac Newton's laws, and if you've never read Isaac Newton's work, it's hilarious. By the way, incidentally, did you know he wrote books of magic?
Yes, actually, he attributed a lot of his work to magic,
yes,
in fact.
He was somewhat of a nutcase. My mother has seen his books of magic,
Yeah,
She's put her hairy fingers on them. They're amazing. And the kind of stuff you did, not only was it really characteristic of the kind of writing of the time, and you used the Latin in the way that they used in the time, like slotting it in as and when, but also like that parallel with the fact that Isaac Newton wrote his own magic books, just bang on. It was absolutely bang on. It was a real scientific history of magic, and it was amazing. It was amazing, right?
It was really good article,
Your theory is interesting, it's well explained, it was really clear how it had an impact on society and an impact on later researchers and how it was integrated within magical research. We had so much fun reading out your vox pops, so the voices about the reception of the theory and how it was viewed later. They were really engaging and each voice was very individual and characteristic. You deal with the science well, so you expressed it in a way that was very clear, but still sounded very authentic. It didn't sound simplistic, but it was easy to understand,
easy to
which
read
is
through.
exactly what you want from an article like this.
Yeah.
So everything follows logically, every step is explained, and most importantly, you don't have to do any outside reading. Everything you need to understand the thing is in the packet of the article. That's what we need for these competitions. Because when you present an article, you are presenting a completed piece.
And if you understand that also Janet doesn't actually have access to...
I can't read your whole world. I mean, double if it's private.
Or who they are.
Or who you are.
Yeah.
I get a name, and everyone uses different names on Discord and on Patreon, on Twitch, so it's very hard for me to keep track of you all. I don't necessarily know who you are. I don't necessarily know what the rest of your world is. But this article was a complete piece, and it was beautiful. Really, really, really friggin' good job. Guys, go read it. Can't recommend it enough. We go on to the official CJEJ with his story about Faye, who is an AI. This was a really interesting story, and I felt like it stopped when it just started getting really good. So there were a few leaps over things that might have been interesting, sort of questions I had as a reader. For example, why she chose to imitate the behaviour of prayer rather than other types of behaviour that she saw around her. I felt like there was a lack of analysis in her behaviour, a lack of sort of cycles of enhancement that you might expect to find in an AI. And if they weren't there, it would have been interesting to know why they weren't there, because that's what one sort of expects as a reader of AI. You expect a being who is sentient but behaves in a mechanical way, in a machine-like way, in a computer way. You expect digital thinking with or without empathetic logic attached to it. And I missed a little bit of the digital thinking. She seemed a little bit too real for me, and that was a problem as a reader. If that's what you wanted, that's awesome, but then I needed to know why it was like that. That was kind of my thought about that. Nonetheless, it was a really nice article. It really engaged me. I was really interested. I would have liked to know more about why it had an impact on the rest of the world, because that was missed out. Maybe it's super obvious from the rest of your world and the rest of your writing, but in the article it wasn't obvious, and I missed that. That was a shame, because I felt like it was really getting good. I was really getting my teeth in. And then I was like, it's like if somebody takes away your donut, do you know what I mean? And you're like, but I wanted to finish that.
A paragraph earlier kind of thing,
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Yeah.
I just wanted a little bit more. But we were really nice entry, really beautiful, and again, like, really cool ideas, really lovely ideas.
James just wrote, "Oh, Janet is critiquing, let the harsh begin." Come on, James, you got the reward for the last time.
I'm frankly really.
Come on, let's go.
Okay, we're going.
Plenty.
Number 4, Christopher Halama. I like your name because it has the word llama in it. I like llamas. Oh yeah, you included a secret that I couldn't read, which it's fine, but I was a bit like, alright, if you didn't write it for me, I wonder who you wrote it for. That's also fine. Okay. And it's possible that he submitted an article that he'd already written for something else.
Which is also fine.
But I was a bit like, oh, okay, I just won't, there's a secret. That's fine. I'll just sit here and twiddle my thumbs. It was a really thorough article. It's clear that that you know your martial arts and that you know yourself very clearly what you're describing. Sometimes it was a bit confusing for me. And sometimes the blow by blow without help.
I don't know what you're going to say.
Without response. So the blow by blow, the doing, and the no response, the no reflection, the no reel of the characters, that was a bit grinding as a reader. Like, I don't mind that as a device to push the pace on, but use it wisely is all I would say. Don't do without any reflection, because then I don't know what's happening inside your character's head. I don't know why they're doing things.
Yeah.
And it's hard to read after a while. Like, it's difficult as a reader to keep going when you're like, oh, they're doing stuff, you know? Things are being done.
I just realized I shouldn't be actually sitting like that, because then people can actually see the top of my head. And by top of my head, I mean my lack of hair. So I'll be sitting like that.
It's your solar panel. It's a bit redundant in this country, but it is nevertheless your solar panel.
Let's continue this conversation another time, please.
Waffle's in trouble. Waffle was in trouble. Nevertheless, it was a really awesome article, and again, like, it's clear that your understanding is completely bang on. I'd have loved to have a bit more of that for me. That's all. But I really loved it. It was very, very energetic, like really visceral writing. Isaac is number 5. This was a great article. There was loads of attention paid again to the presentation, and it was bang on topic, which is something I really appreciate. When we do these competitions, we're looking at what you're writing as well as why you're writing it, and having people make sure they're really, really on topic with, in this case, a discovery or an invention is exactly what we want. I'm distracting you with your spotty feet. What have I written here? Only good things. It's specific, authentic, and engaging, I wrote. A great theory presented in a great article. Definitely one of my top picks. Nice job, Isaac. Alright, we go on to Corey. I should speed this up because apparently I'm going to be talking forever otherwise. Where are we? There we go. Corey, your article was so complete. Like, thesis level complete.
Oh wow.
Woo.
Corey's article.
This was the Great Clockwork article.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Um,
Halfway there was like, it is a thesis. Is somebody writing a thesis?
it felt like it. It really felt like it. It was good. It was really good. What I would say is, for you, going back to what I said about including all of the information within a single packet, so that a new reader, and for me, a layman in your world, can understand immediately what you're writing about, I would have put your history section first, because that included an introduction to the Great Clockwork. And I didn't know what the Great Clockwork was. And I started reading the thing about, was it the De Vries field? It was the De Vries field, wasn't it?
I think so. Korai?
Corey, was it
No,
the
it's
De Vries
Korai. It's
field?
Korai, apparently.
Oh, sorry, Corey.
Korai. So, is it the De Vries field?
Was your article the De Vries field? Yes, the De Vries cluster field. So I was reading about this De Vries field, and I got very excited because some of it was in Dutch, and I was like, "Yay, Dutch!"
Are you Dutch, by the way?
Are you Dutch, Corey?
Because we thought we were German, and then
We
German
thought
says
you might be
this is
German,
great.
and then I thought you might be Dutch because some of your explanations were in Dutch. But anyway, it doesn't matter. So yeah, a lot of the explanation of the Great Clockwork came in the history bit, which came later on in the article, and I got there and I was like, oh, okay then, that's what we're talking about. And then I realised that like this is the way that you frame your magic within the world and this kind of stuff, and you were dealing with basically a magic black zone. Once I got that, I was like, I know what this article's about. But before that, I was a bit like, this is very nice prose, which is written very well. I'm not entirely sure what's happening, but it's very nice prose. It's very pretty, and everything is very good. Yeah, it was a really good article. I just think you need to think about how, like, basically the learning gradient within it for layman's like me reading your article.
By the way, he's quarter Dutch.
Quarter Dutch. Nice.
But Koinami just joined us, who is 100% Dutch. Hey, Koinami!
Lekker. So we go on to Forrest Weldon. This is the phonons.
Oh, the phonons!
The phonon article. This was a beautiful take on magic. Dimitri especially. Dimitri was raving about this.
I liked it a lot, actually. I liked it a lot because it takes what we really see in every like D&D or any other fantasy, like puts like quite the magic we know, and creates a layer behind it which was not there before.
Yeah.
And that's why I was really actually excited about this.
I have to say, when I started reading it, I was like, these are going to be midichlorians. And they weren't. And I was so happy that they weren't midichlorians. They were something completely different. It made me absolutely thrilled. I love the idea of the kind of, that magic used to be shunned and weak and like a force, but like a party force that's like, you can do a few foo-foos
Like for
with.
cantrips kind of
Yeah,
thing.
exactly. And then all of a sudden something
To
happened.
war the girls.
Exactly. Something happened. The spark happened. Whatever that is, it doesn't even matter. Mechanism. And suddenly magic became much stronger and much more useful. And then people got much more interested in it, started doing research in it because it was useful. Like, this is how humans behave. This is how people work. I'd love to have had a clearer explanation of the colour distinctions. I thought that was a little bit too vague. And I wanted to get in the nitty-gritty of why this works and why that works. And if you didn't know, to simply say, it's a mystery and here are a couple of competing theories. Do you see what I mean? Like, I felt like that could have been addressed better. But in general, like, the concept and the idea was gorgeous. Really, really lovely. And not midichlorians. Thank you. Thank you. We're going to go on to David Edwards. I went to school with a David Edwards, but I am assuming you are not him. This was a really good effing article. I have written that. That's the first sentence of my critique, which I have written here. It's in front of me. You can check it. See?
Yes.
Really good effing article. Your explanation of the natural process of the natural progress from like beneficial to life magic to undeath and necromancy is really nicely explained. It's really clear, it's really fluid. And I mean, obviously there is a link between those two, but the path you took us down made us very sympathetic to the plight of Tarivata, to the point that at the end I was like, this is really tragic, man. Like, this is really,
Yeah, sad.
Like,
Yeah.
like, he tried so hard, but he was so misguided.
Yeah, when he went in front of his god.
Yeah, and he went to his
like,
god and he was like, my god, I've done this all for you. And his god was like,
you are an abomination. And I was like,
exactly. His
What
god
a
was like,
shit.
go into another universe and think of what you have done. Like this. And I was like, but magic. My God, like I was with him. You know, it's a great story, it's a great explanation, your prose was really clear, and the pacing of the information was really good. It was a really, really nice take on necromancy and that route to it.
By the way, you do understand why it was so hard to actually find a winner in this thing, right?
Have you heard how much I've said amazing, good, wonderful, fantastic, clear, insightful, like imaginative?
It was hard.
There were such good articles. My God, there's this exponential curve in the quality of these articles, and I just next month I don't know how I'm gonna choose. I'm just gonna choose on the Twitch. That's all I can do. Have people fallen asleep from the sound of my voice yet?
No, not at all.
Okay, good. Pathetic Barrel. This was a really well written and concise article. I'd have loved to know a little bit more about the wider impact of your technology, but the article was great. It was really, really awesome. Like, I really enjoyed reading it. I always just really enjoy reading your work. The Edison quote was a really nice touch as well. Like he was such a charlatan, but he knew what to say, you know? That's why he had the career that he had. I'd have loved to know just a little bit more about it. This was the holographic article.
Yeah, I remember.
It was really interesting, but I felt like you had this beautiful kernel of an idea, and I just wanted to watch that seed grow. You know?
Think that Pathetic Barrel told us that he has been suffering by lack of time this month. Actually,
oh man, I know the feeling. That's why I wrote nothing in December. Like I was Anne Boleyn twice a day on stage. I couldn't also write a book. It was hard, man. Right, we are going on. Thank you, Pathetic Barrel. It was awesome. We are going on to Tyler Lawton. This was another really good article. I've worn that phrase out now.
That's Baron, by the way.
Nice.
Hello, Baron.
Your technology was really well thought out and really clearly organised. This was the habitat technology. Remember with the wedges and the central core?
And the connections and the...
Can I tell them about the Necronomicon? Not
Necromunda.
Necromunda.
Yes.
We've been reading a book recently, which is the rules to a game called Necromunda.
It's a miniature game by Games Workshop, essentially.
Yeah. We kind of wish that the writer of Necromunda had read your article before they had started writing the book. Because they've written these, basically habitat cities, which are
Master
nonsense.
Hives kind of thing, yeah.
They're, put together by the mashed hands of a drunk giant, apparently.
If that, actually.
If that, they're awful.
Yeah.
They don't work.
And then actually almost together...
And not they don't work in, a tragic post-apocalyptic way. No,
they
don't
just
work.
know.
They are badly conceived.
Yeah, we have... And we were discussing with Janet, and then we were reading your article, and we were like...
If only they had read
Baron
this.
should have written this article, this book, and it would have been great, it would have been amazing.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, so, the impact on society was really clear. The corporate jargon felt really authentic. That was fantastic. I was reading through it and I was like, hey, this is quite the advert. You know, I was sold, you know.
Buy one, if you could.
Put in the garden, keep chickens in it. There were a couple of typos and a couple of grammatical errors that you could look into, but that would just be polish on what is already a fantastic entry. I've written at the end of this entry, judging this thing is going to be really friggin' difficult.
Yeah, I can see why.
Heyman! A really nice short story, again, in diary form, and a lot of in-jokes about the guild members that Dimmy was rolling around on the couch laughing his face off.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, if you want to read a really fun short story, sci-fi based in log form, check out Heyman's entry for this. It's glorious. It's really funny. It's really fun. Wait, sorry.
What?
Hang on a second.
What happened? What happened?
Yes, sorry. No, I suddenly wondered if I was talking about the wrong article, but no, I was talking about the right article. We're absolutely fine. Don't worry. The 16 entries, guys, and I read them, yesterday and today, and my brain started melting at some point. Yeah, so Heyman, just glorious. I loved the different aliens, the Gorgons and such. It was really nice. We go on to Ethnis Studio. If nothing else, guys, I can highly recommend you to look at this article because of the incredibly informative sidebar. What Ethnis Studio did, he put a sidebar on the right-hand side of the screen, which had all the information I needed in order to read the article.
It was literally just like a list of
It was
the
like,
keywords.
this is this, this is this, this is this technology, it was discovered then, this is this person, this is this person, this is what's happening here.
And that
And
actually
all of a
fixed
sudden-
the issue we found before, like
Exactly.
because we didn't need to know the world, we knew everything we need to know to read
All
the
of a
article.
sudden, I had all the tools I needed to understand exactly what was going on in the article. I just needed the information, and there it was. It was glorious. So, nice job, Ethnis. And if anyone's considering entering this competition in the future, take a look at his article, because that was a really, really good solve to the fact that I do not know your world, but, you know, I'm a relatively intelligent human being, and I can follow along an argument, and, you know, various other things. I know what good prose looks like. And that was a great way of just delivering the information in a really concise manner. So I already had the tools when I came to the main body of the article. Nice job. That said, the topic of the article was also excellent. Not just a sidebar, you're also an awesome writer. I was eager to know more.
Adema says, I almost put note to Janet for Janet.
That's pretty much what it is. Like, that's fine. You're entering a competition. It's a bit different to a normal article.
Yeah.
But you know what? All of your readers, if there will be a first article for them. And if the first article
That's
isn't
true.
the main page, they do need to know what's happening. Like, you can link things in, that's absolutely fine. But you do need to provide a little bit of background information if you're getting into nitty-gritty, just so people can follow along. Like, it's never bad to re-remind people of your world. They say in public speaking, tell them what you're going to tell them, but then tell them what you've just told them. You
And
don't
it's a
need to
good
go,
advice,
you don't need to go that far in an article, but it is in general a good advice. Like, you structure your information then very, very clearly. People know what they've just learnt. It's a good teaching tool too.
True.
Yeah, the article was clear and concise, presented the questions which current scientists are considering, and gave a sense of adventure whilst maintaining an air of scientific inquiry and instruction. That's what I thought about your article. Highly commended. Very nice job. Number 13 of 16. We are almost there, guys. Hephaestus wrote a short story with a tight focus on the topic, which I thought was particularly impressive, given the scientific nature of the question. He was inventive, he was humorous, his story had me and Dimitri alternately, curious to know what's going to happen next, and laughing and saying, ooh, that's clever. And he foreshadows all the events that happen within the story really well. Please double check your prose for errors. There's the odd moment that you switch into the wrong tense. So the story was in past tense, but every now and then there was a sentence that was in present tense. And I was a bit like, wait, what's happening? Who are we? Where are we going? Are the Mistrons coming? It's very, it gives you, temporal vertigo when that
Temporal.
It does. Like, if you're reading a story in one tense and it swaps into another, all of a sudden you're like, wait, what's happening? Why is the page moving? What's going on? It's very confusing, and it's something that's so easy to check. If you just do a little bit of proofreading, read your works out loud, you will spot all of the errors. You'll spot double words, you'll spot the moments where you swap into the wrong tense, you'll see it all, and what you don't see is small enough that probably I won't say it either. Fine. It was a fabulous entry, it was amazing, and I've written again, this is becoming an increasingly difficult competition to judge. That was a theme of my critique here.
Yeah.
We are on to Blanche, number 14. It was a really charming entry, and there were so many fantastic things about it. We got a really direct sense of place from your writing. The first part of the article was in story form, in narrative form, and your dialogue is really well written. I do think, although your dialogue, like the words your characters say, are really good, really, true to life. You write how people speak. That's great. That's always nice to see. But I feel like you use too many theatrical descriptors. That is to say, stage directions. Describing what people are doing while they're saying the things they're saying. And that kind of interrupts the flow of the dialogue. What we want is this sort of fast-paced back and forward. This is really common in writers who do not trust their dialogue. This should not be a problem for you because your dialogue is fantastic, as we've already covered. Trust it. Let the dialogue speak for itself. Let it be clear when somebody's angry from the words they're using. It always is. You know, if somebody says something, unless it's very ambiguous or very short, you don't need a tone of voice. You know, you don't need to describe the tone of voice. You can just use the words and it will be clear what they think. Experiment with removing a few. Just see what happens. You can tweak them maybe, you can just play around with that. I think it's something that's going to give your writing a lot more flow. And it's already so good. Like, this is minor level stuff. It's excellent writing. The other thing I would say is that you go from prose into this sort of field notes entry, and then you stop. And again, I felt like somebody was stealing my donut. Do you know what I mean? Like, we had this great narrative entry, and then one of the characters read the field notes of another character. So we were presented with the field notes. And then that was the end of the story. And I was a bit like, wait, what happens next? What does this character think about the field notes? What does he say next? Even if you end with a witty one-liner, even if it's 2 sentences, I don't mind. But I feel like we need to go back to the lens of the first character in order for it to be a complete short story. We need that feeling, because otherwise it feels like an interlude for the field notes. And by bringing it back to the character, all of a sudden you've got a complete work. It's very little more writing. It's 2 sentences, or a quip, or a something. It's so little, and it's going to do so much for your work. So have a think about that, see if that's something that might help you.
By the way, sorry for stopping you. We have a master who actually submitted an entry and it got lost in the ether.
Oh no!
Yes, sadly. So I promise that you will read through it essentially when we're done here.
Oh yeah, of course.
And we'll give a comment to that.
Yeah, absolutely, my pleasure. We can read the comment out on next week's Twitch.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for sure. My pleasure. I'm so sorry that got lost. How sad. Okay, we're going to go on with Leon, number 15 of 16. So we are very close now, and you don't have to listen to me too much longer. The Obelisks article was a really nice concept. Your factual explanation, that's the second part of the article, was really well written, really clear, really nice. I really sympathise. It's very difficult to write colloquially in another language. I have never been able to manage it. That's the area I'd work on for next time. But the log entry style did give a really clear sense of place and a really clear sense of drama, which, as I was saying, that's like your basic reader engaging stuff. Place, drama, things happening, people talking. That was all in there. It was really great, and the ideas were excellent. So, you did a great job. It was fantastic. Nice job. We go on finally to Imaginate, who was the final entry of this competition, number 16. This was a very long article. It was very good. It's very long. I really love the use of magic as a tool of construction, which was the basis of this article.
Oh, that was the one about the Eternum something, like, right? It was called...
I can't remember the name. I can tell you now. It was magic as construction, that's what...
Yeah.
The Eldest Arcanum.
Arcanum, yeah. That was amazing. I liked it actually.
It was great.
Yeah.
And actually, about 2 years ago, I wrote an article called The Porcelain Argument, which is about the fact that magic is never seen to do anything practical, essentially. Like, magic's magic, and then technological progress is technological progress, and why that's a problem. And this article completely addressed that.
Yeah, actually,
it balanced
so
nicely. It's really tricky to balance something very, very powerful that you don't want to be used everywhere within your world. And you did such a great job. Your magical breakthrough was really interesting, it was bang on topic. I feel like you could have tightened up the prose more. There were really long sentences, numerous subclauses. It was very correctly crafted, like there were no problems, there was no grammar problems, it was beautiful, it was really nice language, but it actually started to obscure the readability. And when you're dealing in explanation and explanatory prose, rather than narrative prose, you want to make what you're explaining as clear as possible.
Yes.
That's what I would say about that. Write like an archaeologist, not like a historian.
I haven't realised actually that was Imaginate, yeah. It was one of the articles I really liked as well because, as with the phonons, correctly?
Yes.
Yes. It was one that was touching essentially on the very D&D-ish kind of like of magic, but actually brought another layer into it.
Yeah.
And worked. It was really nicely done. Actually.
Yeah.
Like,
It was gorgeous.
Yeah.
And I have to say, all of the articles were so good that I was literally like, can we not just give them all prizes? Can I highly commend everyone? Please. Please. Will you let me? No. He said no. He said I had to choose. So I thought long and hard, and then I read them again, and then I poked them, and then I went away and thought about them. And finally, I've got 5 highly commended. I'm supposed to have 3, but I have 5 highly commendeds and 1 winner. So in no particular order for the highly commendeds, we have... Again? Haven! Hooray! I think I've said that wrong again. Isaac! Ethnis Studio! So congratulations to all our highly commended members, you are awesome! And congratulations to everyone who wasn't highly commended, but I still said that article's awesome. And congratulations to everyone who entered because you are all awesome! But, the winner of the January Masters Monthly Challenge, this is our second Masters Monthly Challenge,
is...
Mexico! With his Newton-style laws of magic, I loved them. They touched my little archaic soul. They made me so happy. And your use of Latin was so beautiful. And I got to the end of the article and then I read it again because I just liked it so much. Nice job there, Mexico. It was
Congratulations,
beautiful.
man.
Freaking well done. Guys, I can't encourage you enough. Go look at them. Go read them all. Like, it's a good way to spend an afternoon. These are excellent writers.
Actually, a bit more than an afternoon, to be fair. There were some very big articles there, but...
there was a lot of words.
They cannot actually see them, but because they're in the masters, and they're logged, but I will be making the article public, so everybody can actually go and see them.
That's a good idea. After the month, we can make them public again.
Yes. I mean, this article can actually go public, I think,
Yeah.
We will be giving them public and people can actually see them.
We'll keep the world building articles and the editorials and the features all as goodies for our masters and above because they are our patrons and we want to give them patron awards. That's part of our patron award system. But let's make those public. That's a great idea so that everybody can enjoy that amazing work.
And Barbarossa, I saw your message. We will be taking her. That was Barbarossa. I'm really sorry about that, buddy. I don't know what happened there.
Oh, was that the one that didn't get
Yeah,
in?
the one that didn't get it, yeah. Yes. But we will be reading the article.
Barbarossa. And your name
next
is so
Saturday,
good.
Yes, and the next Saturday we'll be actually giving you a comment.
Yes, we'll give you critique. I'm sure it's an awesome article. I can't wait to read it. I'm very excited. And there's another Masters Monthly Challenge coming up for February. It's related to the RPG theme of February. I've already written it. I'm really, really, really super excited for you guys to read these.
Today we have a community challenge starting with the
Community Challenge!
Which means that we are actually going to have a challenge that everybody can take part.
Yay!
Everybody in the community, everybody with an account can actually
take part. I don't have to judge it. Because it's too hard. It's too hard to judge.
No, this community challenge will be judged as before by the enchanters, or at least by the choice that the enchanters will make of how it's going to be challenged, and will be judged either by them specifically or by community vote, which I think they will know how to do it. I don't care about that.
Our community has super good taste.
Exactly, and also we have some freaking awesome enchanters, so they can handle that.
Oh yeah, our team is the best.
So,
guys.
do you want to talk about actually what the community challenge is for this?
No, I'm pouring prosecco.
Okay then, I'm gonna tell you what the community challenge is gonna be this month. This month's community challenge is called Superb Owl.
Superb owl.
Owl. Actually,
like
Super
when you
Bowl.
hit your foot, it's owl. That's why they're called owls, you know.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
They hit their foot a lot.
So, Super Bowl or Super Owl, the weekend marks one of the largest sporting events in the world. That's the Super Bowl for the people that don't know that. I didn't know that.
For people who aren't American and don't follow sports, or both.
So, what is the large sporting event in your world?
Largest sporting event in your world.
It says large.
It says largest.
Yes.
Carry on.
Do knights compete at jousting tournaments? Do they have soccer or rugby? Write an article about a famous sporting event in your world.
Awesome! I think the enchanters are going to be writing more about that as well, aren't
Yes, they will give you some more details into Discord, and I will be also making an announcement on the website about that, so everybody can actually be aware that this is going to happen.
That's cool.
Essentially.
There are some really cool examples in fiction, if you're stuck. If anybody has read or seen Ender's Game, they play that awesome sporting game with the guns and the floating around in 0G, which is cool. And there's a 0G football version as well.
Yeah, of course. I mean, there are so many games.
And they've got stuff like Parisi Squares in Star Trek, Big Trekkie. There's Quidditch in the Harry Potter world. There's
Mage Chess.
Yeah, Wizard's Chess.
Wizard's Chess.
Wizard's Chess is not a sport though. I would say that's probably a board game, isn't it?
Yeah, actually, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's all sorts of cool
and then you have
historical sports
all
as
the
well.
80s science fiction things, like for example, the people who are running with cars that kill people, or the other one who people are running for their lives while the other people can kill them, and all these sport-like events. And also, how can I forget about that? Mockingbird.
Oh yeah, the Hunger Games.
The Hunger Games. That's also a game, I
Technically
guess.
sport,
It's
yeah.
sport,
and
yeah.
things like the maze,
Yeah. Oh, the maze. Yeah, that's true.
which is again
So
kind of
a lot of
sport
games.
adjacent.
So
Loads
think
of
about
games.
it.
And also games that were played for religious reasons historically. Like there's a lot of that kind of stuff as well. If you're writing a historically set fantasy world, like there's so much that you can get inspiration from. There's some really cool real world stuff and some really cool fictional stuff.
Great.
Can't wait to see those entries.
I think it's time for our next WorldEmber article winner.
To the kazoo!
So, this is the best article winner for WorldEmber.
This is so exciting, as judged by you guys on number of likes from the community.
That is very true. So I will go from 5 to 1. The 5 and the 4 will be commendations. The 3, 2 and 1 will be winners, or will they? So, on number 5, The Blackwell Histories by CMS Stefan.
Woo!
On number 4, which is actually number 3, I will say
Interesting.
why,
Interesting.
and will be the winner of the third prize, is The Archive by Adamal. On number 3, which is actually number 2, is The Kingdom of Tanish by Nightfoot.
What?
And finally, the winner of the WorldEmber 2017 Best Article is The Ventris Collection by Gordsfode. Congratulations, Gordsfode. You are the winner of this beautiful award, as well as $25 how do you call it? Coupon? Not coupon, like it's a gift
Voucher.
card,
Voucher.
gift voucher by Tabletop Loot.
What?
A 3 months premium membership in Power VTT, and a 12 months membership, actually
After
Alpha
alpha access.
to Dungeon Fog.
Whoop.
Congratulations.
Nice job, guys.
I will have to say
Yeah.
that, as I said and I actually made a point of, this actually is kind of moved from what the first place is, because the first place,
Yes, these are borrowed honours, kind of.
well, they're not borrowed honors, they're
Yeah.
very well deserved, but the first place was actually given to the winner of the same person who took the best award.
Yeah.
And he was kind enough and
Honourable enough.
honorable enough to essentially yield the prize for the best article to the second winner, so everything actually got one step down.
Yeah, it was like serious good sportsman of the year situation.
Amazing.
MVP situation.
Yes. And we will be discussing, of course, who that person is
You will find out who this awesome man is.
when we actually announce the winner of
The best
worlds. Exactly. So, congratulations, but this should actually not take at all from the work that the guys have done.
No, you were
This
all
is
amazing.
Amazing work, congratulations.
Yeah, and we looked through the articles, well deserved in every single case.
Yeah, exactly. Amazing work. Congratulations to all of you guys. Extremely well done.
Beautiful freaking job. Really beautiful job.
So, do you know what time it is?
Do you know what time it is?
It is raffle time!
Raffle time! The lemon is easy.
Okay, that was a thing.
That happened.
So, what we're giving now?
I don't know, you've got my paper.
I'm sorry.
Stove. Thief of pages. Madman.
We have given
We've
to
given
apprentices.
both apprenticeships. Whoop whoop.
Given one book.
And 2 eggs.
So we have
One,
a book.
2 eggs. 2 eggs, a book, and 2 apprenticeships have already been awarded in this marathon-like Twitch.
So the next one is a book.
We've got 4 of these, and we're giving 2. No, we're giving 2 of these, and we're giving 2 of these. So it's one of these.
Yes. So
It's book time.
The next winner
The chicken's favourite treat
is going to be Baron. Baron is here. I'm pretty sure he's here.
Surely he's
Yes,
here.
he's actually here. No, you should see his amazing picture with Adam. Actually, yeah, it was pretty cool. Yeah. So
their switch.
You're getting The Life in the Medieval Village. Also from the same series. Really good book. We'll be signing it. We'll be also painting some sheets and some dinosaurs in it. It's a great resource, as I said again before, if you want to write anything that has to do with fantasy and, you know, like medieval things.
Yeah, or even just be inspired by low-level technology.
Actually, yeah,
or
it's
kind
a great
of middle-level technology for, like, worlds that you want to conquer or anything else.
Actually, I like it a lot because this book also talks about the structure of the village and how actually they were building it and why they were had like long villages, like long cloison, and why they had actually villages around the green, what the green is, what the meadow is, and things like that. It was a really good a really good book.
Nice.
Congratulations, Mr. Baron. I'm really excited about you. So
nice job. It's time for this.
What is that?
The thing Dimitri said he was going to do this morning, but I think he hasn't done it.
What is that?
I don't know.
Let's jump that for now. It will come to me.
Let's do this instead.
Yes!
We have another honorary award.
I think this is the last honorary award.
For people who have boldly gone with world building in their wake.
Indeed. So, we are world builders. We create worlds and we write about them and we talk about them and we make plans about them and we create all the relationship between people.
And we dream dreams in them.
Yes. But the truth of the matter is that the world is nothing without a visual representation of how this world look like, right?
Yeah, it's the best way to share what you've made.
It can be a galaxy. It can be a planet, it can be even a continent if you wish, or part of a continent, but we always require maps. And there is a very special individual which, for the last years, helped so many world builders to put out their work by inspiring them, by giving them free resources to actually make their things happen, by talking to them and being a beacon, essentially, of kind of hope and beacon of like creativity and inspiration.
Like, good people. She's good people. She's a good egg.
I was trying not to put an adjective there. Like,
this person is a good egg.
This person is Devon Rue. Devon, thank you so very much for everything that you've done for the community of world builders so far. We couldn't be more proud to actually call you a friend and to have you in our community. I don't know if you are still here. I know you were here before. But thank you so much for everything you've done. It's our honor to have you as our honorary guild member. And she's here. And we hope we're going to have you here for a much longer time. Also, guys, just something that happened the other day. If you haven't noticed, Devon's map actually just got featured in Critical Role.
One of the maps in Critical Role.
Actually, the map.
The map in Critical Role, which is a really big friggin' deal.
It's freaking amazing, actually.
It's beautiful.
You have to see that map. It's like...
Like, you want to lick it. It's gorgeous.
Well, you want to lick everything, honestly, honey. But yeah, you know what I mean. It was a beautiful map. And Devon, once again, thank you so much for everything you've done for this community and you keep on doing.
Oh man, you're just a light. Thank you.
Yes. So for that, we want to award you with an honorary membership in the guild.
Do you know what time it is?
What time is it? The raffle time again?
Raffle time!
Oh yes, it's raffle time. So, the next raffle is here, guys, and it is going to be one of our
star prizes.
Yes. So that's going to be 1 month's membership to Power VDT, and the winner is...
Just to recap what Power VDT is...
Power VDT is a virtual tabletop that allows you to essentially do cool stuff and play with your friends and, you know, enjoy role-playing when you're far away from people like we are sometimes.
There we go. And I did that at a terrible time. The winner is Ankai, who has already been a winner for 23 seconds. Sorry, Ankai.
Ankai is here.
That is not the last raffle. No, there is one more raffle. Ankai, are you here? Would you like to say something?
Unless Ankai is not here, which
Perhaps
in case...
Ankai is asleep at the keyboard.
Are you asleep at the keyboard, Ankai?
She is in Europe. He might be asleep at the keyboard because it's quite late in Europe.
It's fine.
It's fine. It's Saturday night. What else would nerds be doing on a Saturday night but sitting in black tie in their living rooms, talking with awesome people, drinking prosecco,
Drinking prosecco
Or
and things
similar.
like that.
being awesome.
So, Ankai, you have 5 minutes, and then we'll be giving the...
2 minus 5 minutes.
We'll be doing a double raffle!
Double raffle!
So, to the next item. Ooh, yes, we have an announcement actually for the community.
We've got somebody's horn to toot. Toot toot.
So, the community is growing, and we need people to actually help it grow and make sure that it grows in a nice space and in a nice way.
And that we've got new interesting things coming in.
Exactly, new competitions, and that people are served correctly, and that we're getting the word out. For this reason, today we will be announcing the ascension of 2 very amazing people to the rank of Enchanter. That would be Barbarossa and Hephaestus. That will be our new enchanters. Guys, I know that this is as much an honor as it's a responsibility, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart
I
for...
think he meant the other way around. As much a responsibility as an honour.
Well, it is an
Both of them.
responsibility.
It's all the things. And you mean it from the bottom of the heart when you say...
When I say that I thank you more than anything else in the world, and I cannot wait for you to do the amazing things you've been doing already, but the community as a whole.
So excited. By the way, why don't you explain what our enchanters are, since somebody was asking about that.
Oh, okay.
Who are
I'm
our
sorry.
enchanters?
So our enchanters are some amazing individuals in the community who take care of the community itself. They make sure that the competitions run smoothly. They make sure that people have interesting content to talk about. They help around the community. They are the guardians of our social media, and they're the people who inspire the community on a daily basis and find amazing ways, like the prompts that TJ is actually advocating at this point, which is great. For those that you don't know right now, there is a huge project going on in WorldEmber. We started about 3 to 4 weeks ago, and the project is very simple. We are trying to gather 1,000 prompts for world building.
Yeah.
Once we do that, 3 things will happen. A, the prompts will become part of the website, so every time you actually go and you say, oh, what the hell should I be writing next?
What shall I write next?
A prompt will appear and will tell you, why didn't you write an article about, I don't know.
About a culture. Why don't you write an article about...
Actually, the prompts are actually even more
They're more
specific.
specific, aren't
They're very interesting, actually. Like, for example, what kind of secret societies do you have in your world, kind of
There we
thing.
go. What do
Secondly,
people wear?
yeah, or
That
something
kind
like
of
that.
stuff. Yeah.
Secondly, we will be gathering all together the
We currently
prompts.
have over 300 prompts so far.
That is really good. We're,
That's good.
We're
We're getting
almost 1/3 of the way there.
Whoop whoop.
Once we become 1,000, we will be actually taking all these prompts and we'll be creating a book.
Book.
A book that will be given for free as a community for all world builders to
An electronic book.
electronic book. For all world builders to be inspired from and essentially, you know, write and create.
Like, share the love, share the creativity, get things out there. Basically,
This book will be
that's
given
the
for
idea.
free, but...
And this is the third part.
Well, no, that's not the third part.
This is the second part
But
still.
people will be also available, able, if they want to actually give some money, like a pay as much as you want.
Yeah.
But all the money that come from this will actually be going to charity. A charity that we'll be choosing as a community, and we'll be giving all the money there as the things come in.
Ankai has entered the building.
Excellent, Ankai.
Just in
won-
time, too.
Yes, indeed. You won a PowerVTT 1 month subscription on their amazing
That's a Power
Pro.
Virtual tabletop.
PowerVTT, it's called.
Yeah.
Subscription, which is pro, which is amazing because it gives you access to some amazing stuff, actually.
Oh, I'm really glad you made it in time.
Yes, it was like really
Good.
like
Well done, Ankai.
yes.
Thank goodness.
And I think that the third part, which was actually I'm not sure it's gonna happen, but would like to, is to create an actual book that will be a notebook for world builders to carry around that will have these prompts printed into them. So you can actually, when you're being around, just work on your stuff, even if we'll done.
Sure, we'll have them as like headers or footers on part of the page. So when you turn a page, you're like, oh, I could write about that. Or you can do a sort of lucky open and be like, ha, today is the day I write about what kind of shoes people wear. And why that has changed the way people walk.
Because the shoes are made of stone. That's
Shoes are made of small animals and the entire world sounds like squeaking. Squeak, 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 squeak.
Or they walk like the bottom.
That would be awesome.
Yes. Very powerful.
Millipedes are shoes.
Yes. Right.
You've got this one.
I haven't forgotten about it. We're going to talk about it now.
But you did it in the wrong order. He's going off piece, guys.
I am going
Things
off
are getting
piece.
wild.
So, one other new friend we've made, actually, and who is a member of the community as well, is our very good friend Brian. Brian, for those that you don't know,
It's a good Monty Python name.
Yes. Is building a world called Revilo, which is created with his son and his daughter, as far as I understand, and he's currently in Kickstarter. I think that as a member of our community, if we can, and whoever can, we should support this project, either by essentially pledging to help it and to, take the book, which is an amazingly beautiful book he's creating, like a monster's manual of his monsters, which are like three-dimensional.
It's stunning. The artwork is stunning, and the creations are beautiful. Why don't you tell them who it's created for?
Who is created for? Well, he's created for his son. Essentially, I think that it started by his son creating things like scribbles as children do.
Children's drawings, essentially.
Children's drawings, and taking those children's drawings and creating three-dimensional representations of these creatures. And these creatures became essentially the creatures of his world.
Yeah.
And that's what the book is about.
And they're beautiful. Like, some of them are hybrid, and some of them look so unlikely, and then you look at them from another angle, and you're like, yeah, I get this. This should exist. They're so lifelike. They're so vivid.
Yeah, they're so vivid, indeed. And I know actually as well that he will also be handing a PDF of the rules for the creatures to play with the fate system as well.
Yeah.
So guys, if you're interested in something like that, that would be a very beautiful thing to do. If you just search for Revilo
on Kickstarter,
you will find
his
it.
Project. And we want to spread awareness. If you want to support him, but just know he's out there. It's just a little spotlight for him as one of our users, that you will know who he is because he's doing really great work, basically.
And finally, our last raffle.
Just before we do our last raffle, how can people submit prompts if they'd like to submit prompts?
Oh, it was the question?
It's not a question, but lots of people have been talking about it.
So it's very easy. You go into our Discord. There is a channel called Prompts, essentially. You go in there. There's a format. The enchanters can help you actually with putting it right if you don't understand how it works. And that's how you do it. As simple as that. We would love to have more of them. As I said, we are third way there, but on third way there means that there are 2/3 more that are waiting.
There's work still to be done, and we're waiting for the fresh fertility of your minds.
Fresh fertility of your minds, you will begin.
And Cthulhu. Did you not know that?
Yeah.
Yeah, within this dress is a mass of tentacles, the like of which has never been seen by man or hentai. It's glorious. Good luck, man. Good luck.
And
you married me.
I knew my wife.
So, shall we go on to that time again?
Right. The last raffle.
Raffle time!
Is going to be actually a very big present. It's going to be a 12 months subscription to Dungeon Food, which starts actually with the alpha. So essentially it's the same present that the guys who get the first
award for the WorldEmber prizes
will also be getting that.
Yeah, exactly. So it starts with the alpha membership, and once alpha is concluded, you'll then get 12 months. So it's a really big, juicy thing, guys.
And I have been in the alpha, and it's pretty freaking good. They're still building it, guys, so, be nice. It's still being built, but it is going very well.
It looks like something that we all want and need, basically. It's just good. It's good, guys.
So, without further ado, the winner
raffle time
of the last raffle of the day is Chalex7002.
Woo! Exciting!
Are we having a Chalex here?
Jalex, are you in the house? Ooh, he's here!
Woo! Congratulations!
You cometh like the wind!
Once again, talk to us on Discord and we will take care of that with you.
We will get it to you.
Yes.
We will link you up to the main frame.
Congratulations.
Who is the winner of the Black Tie Pictures announced? Well, that will be announced after our final big juicy announcement, which is, of course, the WorldEmber Award for
Best World!
Oh yeah, guys, it's coming. The Best World Award.
Oh, sure.
Sugar. Sugar is the word you're looking for there. We're trying to create a PG.
I created chaos!
What did you make?
Chaos!
You made a thing.
It's okay.
Dimitri has done a thing. I don't know
I
what's
have
happening.
done a thing.
We are
We're
flying
here.
by the seat
Guys,
of
you
our
can
pants.
hear us, right? You can hear us, you can see us. Is that correct? Are we still here?
Can you
Yes.
all hear us and see us?
I have done a thing.
What did you do?
I have clicked Command Q
Oh my love.
with close stuff.
You close things.
Okay,
Oh,
I haven't closed the wrong things. I have only closed things that are not necessary.
this is why you shouldn't drink and drive.
Oh my gosh! Jesus! My gosh! That was...
Wow, that would have been a disaster. Okay, good. We are still live. Good.
And it was only like at the very end!
Okay,
Right!
so let's try that one more time. The WorldEmber Award for Best
Best
World.
World!
We're going to do a 3-2-1 situation here, aren't we?
No, I'm going to actually go with 7.
Really?
We're starting from 7, yes.
Starting from that's a lot of kazoo work.
Kazoo work! We're
I'll
number
have to have a word with
7!
the musicians about this.
Actually, we're starting with 7. No, we're starting with
5.
7.
7.
On number 7! Skycam by Vertixico.
Nice job.
Congratulations. On number 6. Probably the best world, but people didn't see it so far. Hydria by Dimitris.
And he's in the studio tonight, dropping his glasses and being awesome.
Super excited about it. I'm sorry about that. Sorry. Of course, I'm not counted, by the way. But that was really fine. Thank you, guys. That was really nice.
Nice job, Fluffy Face.
Number 5. Flightless by Nightfoots. The winner of our previous competition as well.
Yes, I read
Awesome
this article. It
stuff.
was really good.
Yes.
Highly recommended, guys. Check all of these out. Can't recommend them enough.
Number 4. Opposition Mars by HK Urban.
Woo! HK and Urban is an awesome guy.
Yes.
He's also entered several of the Masters Monthly competitions.
He
hasn't
did as well.
And done a great job.
Masters
Good
Monthly,
writer.
but
Oh no, the community challenges.
Community challenges. Yeah, exactly.
That's right. Excellent writer. Well worth the read.
True.
Time
And
to-
also the best map for science fiction so far to date.
Yes.
It's the kind like the how do you call that the map that all maps are judged by. You know what I
the
mean?
mark and copy of maps. To
Yes.
quote Shakespeare.
Yes. Number 3.
Wait. I need more arpeggios. More arpeggios.
On number 3, winner of the best world, Zentrum by iMachinet.
Woo! I always call you Imaginate. I hope that's not terrible. But
Yes.
congratulations!
I don't know if I'm right or anything. You know, just pulling things from my behinds. You know, like
Posterior location.
posterior drawing.
The Darklands.
Indeed. In number 2. Jewel by TJ Trewin.
Woo!
That was one amazing goal. Then we are still waiting for much more to see.
We can't
from
wait to see
TJ.
more.
Yes.
My God, TJ. Very exciting. Very
And-
exciting writer there.
In number 1, and don't forget that this is actually also the person who yielded number 1 for the first article. I'm done.
Yeah.
Ethnis by Adama and Bo!
Nice job, guys! Holy moly! Very cool!
Yes!
That's
The biggest award for this year, Best World for Ethnis and Adama and Baron. Amazing work that you still continue to do. You are gonna be getting a $25
Gift voucher
gift voucher,
for tabletop loot and their awesome, awesome dice.
3 months of pro version for Power VTT,
Yes!
and
yes.
a 12 months, alpha to 12 months subscription to the amazing Dungeon Falls.
Exciting!
In addition to that, we will also be sending you some secret gifts because you're awesome and because you are two of you and you well deserve more.
Oh god, you're amazing.
Thank
nice
you
job.
so much.
You're
for
a great
your
team.
amazing contributions, both you, Admiral and Baron, and TJ, and I'm Ashnet, and HK Urban, and Nightfoot, and Dimitris, especially Dimitris,
Yes.
and Vertixico. You are guys amazing, and you made every single day that we read your articles a more bright and a more beautiful day. Congratulations.
Yep. Spaghetti men. Nice job, guys.
Do you know what I figured out?
What did you figure out?
We have no outro.
We
Like
have
there's
no outro.
nothing. We should actually be awarding some amazing.
Yes, we
Costumes.
need to do the costume award. As we go through the costume pictures, guys, where can they find the costume pictures?
The costume figures can be found in our Discord.
Join our Discord.
In the WorldEmber Black Tie Pics.
There you are. Go have a look at the Discord WorldEmber Black Tie Pics channel. There are some amazing pictures there. Lots of group pictures. There's been a dog. There have been some onesies and some very, very, very spiffy suits. Yes, I think so. Yes.
Choose.
Yes, I think so. Yes, indeed. Now, I will say at this point, if anybody has any questions, we usually do these, all the way through the stream, but of course today has been a special celebratory stream, so we haven't been addressing your questions as we usually do. But if anyone has any questions, write question in front of it, pop it up on the chat, and we will get to it. But I think we need to award the best outfit, don't we?
We do?
And I think we know who it's going to be, don't we?
Do we?
I thought you lingered on that picture for a reason. I would agree.
You think so?
I think so. There have been some very creative versions of black tie. The onesie black tie was good.
Yes, the onesie black tie was good.
Cowboy black tie with the cowboy hat and the poncho. Was that no touchy?
Yes.
It was no touchy. No touchy. You look very spiffy in your poncho and 75-gallon hat. I'm guessing it's a very big hat.
It's a very big
Very much hat. Guys,
Actually, it's
you
also
look
nice.
gorgeous.
It's also so nice to actually put faces
to names.
to names. That's so
Yeah.
amazing.
And you're all so beautiful. Look at you.
I still don't know who is Admiral and who is Baron.
Does Baron have long hair or short hair?
Yeah, guys, please give
Do
us.
tell us. We want to
Do
put
tell
names
us.
to your gorgeous
Just to
faces.
understand who is who.
The dog might be my favourite, but we can't have a dog as the winner.
Yes, Janet, we didn't find the link for the eggs.
We will find the link for the eggs. I will do that now, but I think this should be the winner.
Okay,
That's
I will give you
my
the winner.
pick. You can make your pick if you like, but
Okay.
that's mine.
I will agree with that. I will agree with that estimation.
So Admiral is the one with long hair. Baron is the one with short hair.
Oh, cool
You're
hair.
both gorgeous. Let me find you the link for the gorgeous eggs, because holy moly, they are good dice pouches.
Question. As someone who joined too late to take part in WorldEmber, are we planning to do anything soon? So, WorldEmber will become a yearly thing, first of all. So
Like NaNoWriMo, but in December.
exactly. So WorldEmber, it will be our flagship, let's say, how do you call it? Flagship competition
Yeah.
and challenge of the year, and we'll be running hopefully every year until we leave our bones here and we don't have any other more things to say. But having said that, there will be another major competition that will be happening in the middle of summer. I won't say anything more. It won't be as big as WorldEmber, but it will be quite a significant competition with quite significant prizes, and it will be in the middle of the year. Any other questions?
we having questions coming in?
No, I think that somebody actually found the pouches.
Oh, that's great. Yes, that's them.
Who was that very smart
Exactly,
person who
thank
found
you.
them? Raging Jester. Oh, the Raging Jester is actually probably Jester. Jester, is that the husband of Sonia?
Yes, I think the Raging Jester might be the husband of Sonia, who is also awesome. Yes,
Yes.
Alex.
Hello, Alex.
He's amazing. We love him.
Thank you very much for actually giving these pouches, guys. I mean, we really appreciate it. They're not beautiful.
Oh man, they're gorgeous. And you can see our users have gone wild about them. Everybody loves the dragon eggs. They are fantastic.
Dragon eggs for everyone.
Yay! Did you know that my first email address was dragon egg?
Yes, I know.
Isn't that terrible?
Do you know how I know it?
I was a nerd from a young age.
The first time you ever talked to me on Skype, your username was Dragon Egg.
I was a nerd for so long.
Still are.
Oh yeah, no, I still am, but I own it now.
Fair enough. So, if we don't have any other questions, guys, I think that
Shall we announce our best costume competition?
we should... Competition? Winner.
Well, winner.
Please.
Yeah?
Yes.
Alright, what, do you want to do a 3, 2, 1?
Yes.
Let's see. Where's the picture? I think that might be 3. What do you think?
Yes, that's 3, for sure.
So, number 3, in blue the full... sorry. Number 3 in our beautiful, beautiful competition for the best beautiful outfit is Blue the Blue with her gorgeous cow onesie. Number 2. Sorry, I'm having to scroll to find your names. Where are you guys?
Okay.
Is that okay? I think this is 2. I disagree. We're having a bit of a judge disagreement. We can't have the dog as one of the winners.
But it's so good!
No, we can't have the dog. I'm sorry. There are many, many more spiffily dressed people
Sorry.
than the dog. Our second place is Doodle Flair with her gorgeous purple dress. Don't you look amazing? Yes, Doodle Flair, number 2. But our winner of the best outfit competition is... You get another gorgeous fanfare. TJ Truin! My gosh, don't you look spiffy? Absolutely amazing. Gorgeous, gorgeous pictures. Very, very nice.
Congratulations,
We're
TJ.
so happy that you all joined in with the spirit and sent us pictures and got dressed up. It makes us feel a little bit less silly sitting here in our house in our lovely outfits. But also, yes, the dog won the goodest dog competition, definitely.
I forgot to make an announcement.
Which announcement did you forget?
I was so excited about the enchanters, I forgot to discuss actually the most important part, or not the most important, but one other more important part. The fact we have a new Forge Father.
Woo!
So, the server is becoming big,
Oh yeah.
and as you already know, about 95% of you are on the other side of the pond. Which creates a bit of a problem because we're on this side of the pond and both our other Forge Fathers are with us here.
Yes,
So we need a Forge Father for the other side of the pond.
in the other time zone.
The America time of the world.
America.
So, the Forge Father for America, starting today, is Adama Vaimerato.
Woo! Woo! Thank you, Animal.
Thank you so much for taking this responsibility into your hands. Please do not destroy my server. I love you very much. Oh, but I will kill your cat.
Don't kill his cat.
Maybe not.
Repeatedly lick his face until he asks you to stop.
Maybe yes.
Yes.
Or save his hair.
Yes, you could do that too.
Yes, I know how much it's worth.
Centimetre at a time,
Yes.
says the man with the solar panel. That is a good shopping cart. I like that shopping cart.
So, I think that with that, we concluded.
I think we might be done.
Yes, we went for 2 hours 10 minutes, which was actually quite close to what I estimated.
Personal
actually.
best?
Yes, definitely the longest one.
Holy moly, yes.
Guys, thank you so very much for hanging out with us. It was great to have you here. We enjoyed it so much, and I hope from the bottom of my heart that you have a beautiful day, that we're going to be celebrating once again next February WorldEmber 2018 winners.
It's going to be epic, guys. We want to have you with us, okay?
And I really hope that this is just the beginning of a very big story. I will continue like that. Once again,
Not just a very big story, but a very big world.
Very true. Don't forget that we're not building a tool to just do world building. We're building a community of people who love world building and they want to do more
and inspire each other.
And inspire each other.
Yeah, that's what we always wanted.
So, with that, thank you so very much for everything. Have a beautiful night or day, actually, for you. For
those of you who are, in other time zones.
And a nice weekend. And don't forget to be awesome.
See you soon, guys. Love you.
See you soon, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.